What's ahead for home prices? Where are home prices headed? That's what everyone wants to know. They are curious and perhaps a little scared that home prices are going to drop substantially. Well, as the housing market cools in response to the dramatic rise in mortgage rates, home price appreciation is cooling as well. And if you're following along with headlines in the media, you're probably seeing a wide range of opinions calling from everything from falling home prices to ongoing appreciation. But what's true? What's most likely to happen moving forward? Let's find out in today's video. Hi, I'm Charlotte, your local Thurston County real estate broker. So what is ahead for home prices? I'm going to cover the numbers and projections at a national level first, and then we'll dive down into local numbers. At a national level, while opinions differ, the most likely outcome is we'll fall somewhere in the middle of slight depreciation and slight appreciation. It will really be dependent on local numbers and what's happening locally. But let's take a look at some of the latest expert projections so you have the best information possible today. This graph shows the most up-to-date forecasts from 5 experts in the housing industry. These are the experts that have most recently updated their projections based on current market trends. As you can see, the 3 blue bars represent experts calling for ongoing home price appreciation, just at a more moderate rate than in recent years. The red bars on the graph are experts calling for home price depreciation. While there isn't a clear consensus, clearly it's very divided, if you take the average, which is shown in green, of all 5 of these forecasts, the most likely outcome is nationally home price appreciation will be fairly flat next year. What does this mean? Basically, experts are divided on what's ahead for 2023. Home prices will likely depreciate slightly in some markets and will continue to gain ground in others. It all depends on the conditions in your local market, like how overheated that market was in recent years, current inventory levels, buyer demand, and more. The good news is home prices are expected to return to more normal levels of appreciation rather quickly. The latest forecast from Wells Fargo shows that while they feel prices will fall in 2023, they think prices will recover and net positive in 2024. That forecast calls for 3.1% appreciation in 2024, which is a number much more in line with the long-term average of 4% annual appreciation. And the Home Price Expectation Survey, HPES, from Pulseonomics, a poll of over 100 industry experts, also calls for ongoing appreciation of roughly 2.6 to 4% from 2024 to 2026. Now, this goes to show that even if prices decline slightly over the next year, it's not expected to be a lasting trend. What does this mean for us locally? Well, when we are taking a look locally, one good indicator is where we are with inventory levels right now and what kind of market we are currently in. So while it can change, we need to take a look at what happened here locally in the last 6 months or so. So let's dive into the December numbers. December numbers for Thurston County show that we are still firmly in a seller's market. Now, we determine this by looking at the month's supply of inventory. Right now, December showed us at 1.2 months. So if nothing else came on the market, after 1.2 months, we'd run out of inventory. Now, a normal market is between 3 to 6 months, 4 to 6 months, and anything less than that is a seller's market, and anything above that is a buyer's market. December 2022 shows a positive appreciation over December 2021 of 2.9%. That's pretty much in line or very close to a normal appreciation level, so that's great news. And year to date, we are up to 8.9% appreciation. So this means that in 2022, overall, our area appreciated 8.9%. Not bad. Definitely higher than a normal range. And we are seeing days on market at much higher numbers than in the last couple of years, but it's in line with previous numbers, for example, December of 2018. And that's the same with levels of inventory. While we're seeing a much higher inventory of homes than we have in the last couple of years, it's not sending us down into this market crashing territory. The numbers are kind of showing that we're still getting back to the more normal seller's market versus this crazy seller's market. As Jason Lewis, co-founder and chief data officer for Parcel, says, in the absence of trustworthy, up-to-date information, real estate decisions are increasingly being driven by fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Don't let fear or uncertainty change your plans. It's really important to get good information about what's happening locally, get good data to help you make decisions that you need to make. Don't rely on these crazy news articles that are designed to get you to click. Get the data, find out what's really happening before you make a decision. And if you're unsure about where prices are headed or how to make sense of what's going on in today's housing market and you need to make a decision, reach out and let's chat. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.